Hello everybody and welcome to the episode of NASCAR Heat 5 2023 Mod Career Mode for our 5th and final season, where you are looking at the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race results from Phoenix Raceway, where it was Jake Finch picking up his first career Truck Series win, holding off Tyler Ankrum, Butterbean Queen, Chandler Smith, and Gio Ruggiero, the top 5. Riley Herbst making his first start of the season comes home P6, followed by Lawless Allen, Brent Cruz, Kyle Busch, and Corey LaJoie round out the top 10 for Spire Motorsports. And there you see where everyone else finishes throughout the rest of the grid. Tough finish for Stuart Friesen down in last place. But Jake Finch, a first-time winner of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at Phoenix. So the updated Craftsman Truck Series point standings, where of course Gio Ruggiero continues to lead the points, but now Jake Finch with that win occupies a wild card position in the top 5 in points. Chandler Smith, Grant Enfinger, Tyler Ankrum, Butterbean Queen looking pretty comfortable. Then of course Finch with the win. Brent Cruz and Corey LaJoie hold the 3 wild card positions, with Stuart Friesen now on the outside looking in, as well as Jake Garcia, Ben Rhodes, and Andres Perez. So there you go. Jake Finch, first time winner of the Truck Series, in temporarily into the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. And in the background, we've been practicing and qualifying for today's main event, which will be the NASCAR Cup Series Firekeepers Casino 400 from Michigan International Speedway. So it seems Ross Chastain's Honda is extremely fast today. Sam Mayer, not so much. Off the pace in that 47, and Daniel Suarez in that number 7 for Spire Motorsports fails pre-race inspection and will start at the rear of the field. We have a special paint scheme custom made by myself, a number 2 Rocket Mortgage / Detroit Lions Ford Mustang for the race here today in Michigan. As we are green and underway in the Irish Hills of Michigan, who's going to have the grit to go to victory lane today? We are going to find out as we are green and underway in Michigan. We start this race from P17 here. Like I said, this is a special paint scheme I made by myself. Really proud of it. And as many of you may know from my past videos, the Detroit Lions are my favorite NFL team, so I'm repping them here in this race here at Michigan. So here we are from 17th, and a great run next to the turn 2. Switch back to the inside of the 99 of Connor Zilic, the rookie, having a solid rookie year so far. Now 3 wide with Josh Berry, our Lions team of the Wood Brothers, as we look to work by him. Eric Jones and Justin Haley, which we will, as we're already flying through the field, back up into the top 15, now almost into the top 10. 3 wide in the middle of Justin Allgaier's Traveler Whiskey Chevy and our teammate Joey Logano in the AAA Ford, and we are hauling the mail early here. We are charting through the middle, now into the top 10, and by the end of lap 1, 3 wide to the inside. 9 to go stage 1. We are flying up through the pack, already up to 7. Now we send it to the inside of Hamlin, trying to get 5th in turn 1 and 2. What a tremendous drive to start this race, up 12 positions in a lap and a half from P17 to P5, at least fighting for 5th here with the 11 of Denny Hamlin as we go through turns 1 and 2 here at Michigan. Now down the back straight, a little bit of contact, just trying to side draft, not let Denny get too far ahead here. Race leader is currently Chastain. Of course, put it on pole position in that Busch Light Honda, but we clear Hamlin, secure 5th. Now a few laps there, trying to hang on to the spot. We get a little too high up the racetrack, open the door for our teammate, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, who goes by. But we get a big run here down the backstretch thanks to a push from Chris Buescher in the 17 in that RFK Racing Ford. Now to the inside of Blaney we will go to take 5th back as we go into 3 and 4, but we send it way too deep on entry into the corner there. And we're going to slide up the track and allow Buescher to go by. He will take the position, and myself and Blaney will have to regroup here as we head towards the back straightaway, with now 5 to go in stage number 1, heading towards turn 1 and 2 here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Top 4, 1.5 seconds down the road from us. It's, of course, Chastain leading, then Byron, Hocevar, and Corey. I know Blaney, big shove. We have to lift off the back of the 17, nearly crashing. So Buescher secures 5th. Now the next lap out of 3 and 4, we just couldn't quite block the 12 on the bottom. Blaney to our inside now for 6th as we continue to wind down the laps in stage 1. Now just 4 to go in this opening stage of racing. Myself and Blaney just having a solid battle. We settle into 7th here, trying to hold back the 11 of Hamlin. Now with 2 to go in stage 1. Hamlin giving us a nice push down the front straightaway. SVG coming out of the pit lane. The caution comes out. He's saving prematurely. SVG is going to slam into both me and Blaney, which will give us a terrible restart to begin stage 2. Typical Heat 5 glitch. But Chastain wins the opening stage over William Byron, Hocevar, Corey Heim, and Chris Buescher, the top 5. Then Blaney, myself, Hamlin, Allgaier, and Chase Elliott, the top 10. So Ross Chastain for Trackhouse and Honda wins stage 1. Now here is that bad restart I mentioned we were going to have here in stage 2, because under the yellow my AI ran into the back of Shane Van Gisbergen. So therefore we have to go all the way to the bottom here, let the positions go. We drop all the way down to 13th from a top 7 position. Now regroup here on the restart, already up 3s from now, getting back up to 10th. We went by Bell and Larson there in the corner. Now Bell pushing us. I'm trying to find a way to get by Reddick and Justin Allgaier, who's on a great day for that Junior Motorsports operation today. Now we send it all the way to the inside to the apron. 3 wide as we go into turn 1, full send, 203 miles an hour. Going full bore into turn 1, trying to get 8th here from Tyler Reddick. We just slide up the racetrack just a little bit much, allowing Reddick to hang on to the outside there for 8th for now, but Allgaier going to give us the push down the back straightaway. We're going to side draft that left rear quarter panel of Tyler Reddick, get exactly what we need. Swing back to the inside here into 3 and 4, make the pass, trying to get Denny Hamlin as well, make it 2 for 1 here in turn 3, which we are a 2 for 1 special. We clear Hamlin, into 7th we go. The next lap now chasing our teammate Ryan Blaney for 6th position. A great restart so far for us here, moving our way up to the field. There, Blaney just bounces off the wall, a little bit of contact there with myself, just a little bit squeeze there, and you know, I gave him plenty of room. He just wasn't able to get the right line through the corner, hit that wall, came down into us. Now in the 3 and 4, once again, we dive to the bottom here, trying to clear Blaney to secure the 6th position. Hopefully not hit the wall. Now we go all the way up the track, and we hit the wall, and he's into us, and a big mistake again. Just terrible miscommunication from myself and my Penske teammate Ryan Blaney. We both slammed the wall, costing us both positions. Reddick is through, Bell is through. Here comes Allgaier. Now we're just trying to survive to hang on to 10th. Denny Hamlin on our outside, just going to get squeezed up into that wall on exit turn 2. Now we switch back to the inside of Justin Allgaier for 9th place as we try to continue to work our way forward, and Ross Chastain continues to absolutely dominate this race here at Michigan as we were trying to hold back Kyle Larson's Hendrick Car Chevrolet. He's got a rocket of a race car, and here goes Larson to the inside. He will shoot on by, and we'll have to settle back into 10th, just try to hang on to any sort of stage points here. Now racing the 40 of Allgaier into 1 and 2. We go up the track, miss our line through the corner, and Denny Hamlin easily drives on by. Allgaier through now, big slide to the corner. I try to avoid slamming into the rookie of Zilich, and now lap 18, the 40 of Alex Bowman, gonna blow a tire, and around goes Bowman into the wall in turn 1. Your defending Michigan winner Bowman around, and that will take him out of contention of this race. No caution, we stay green. Now a few laps later, we go for a full send on Zilich for 12th, and we make the pass work. He crosses us over down the back straightaway, but this time by we are making our scheduled green flag pit stop to end stage number 2. So here we are coming in. We let everyone shoot ahead because now we can send it right here when everyone's checking up on pit road entry, which will allow us to get by Zilich and get right alongside Hamlin and Allgaier as we come down for our scheduled 4 tires and fuel pit stop here to end stage 2. This will give you a good look at the paint scheme I made myself. Spent a couple hours working on it. Really proud of it. Came out really nicely here. This special Detroit Lions Michigan paint scheme. And now here we are, we get a great pit stop, out we go, settling now in line behind the 40 of Allgaier and the 5 of Kyle Larson. As we now set our sights forwards, currently scored 12th, but I believe we're going to cycle out to be right about 10th or 11th here as we beat Hamlin out of the pits, which was great. But now he's giving us a huge push through turns 1 and 2 as we're getting up to speed here. I'm not appreciating the too much. Now he's just trying to send it by me. This is, I'm throwing some haymaker blocks, but I'm frustrated the way Denny is racing me, so I'm just going back and forth like we're at Daytona right now, blocking him and the rookie of Zilich with a great run to the outside. Now Hamlin sticks his nose again, over aggressive to the inside lane, just shoves us up the racetrack. You know, I'm a little frustrated about that. I didn't appreciate the way Hamlin was racing. I mean, we were just getting back up to speed out of the pit stops, and he's already trying to like wreck us here. So not what I would like personally to be raced as. But now here we are battling Chase Elliott. 70 goals, trying to hang on to 12th, but now we clear him and we send it. Get Denny our revenge. Just go in there and punt the 11 of Hamlin. Get into him. Send him sideways. The 11 going to lose control. And there goes Hamlin into the outside wall for the number 11. He will go eclipse Ty Gibbs, who's able to save it. We stay green. No caution. A few laps later, we're trying to hold back Elliott for 11th, and the caution going to come out here late in stage 2, which means we have a restart here. It seems for Chastain, as both he and I pit here. 4 tires and fuel restart, Pete 35 and 36. After being in, you know, he was in position to win the stage. I was in position to get, you know, nothing. So we take advantage of the fresh tires and fuel, just trying to get a fuel advantage for late in this race in case the cautions fall the right way. And I'm trying to save my tires a little bit here on the restarts. We get aggressive there, got into Creed a little bit, going by him, Alfredo. Jesse Love now back into the top 30, just trying to save the tires by coasting, lifting a lot through turns 3 and 4 there, going by the Cindric. And that was Christian Eckes. Now we work by Suarez for 26th and Todd Gilliland to get back in the top 25. Chris Buescher is your current race leader here on the final lap of stage number 2 here at Michigan, as he looks to pick up his first stage win of this final season of our career mode before NASCAR 25 comes out. Cannot wait for that game. Looks great, tremendous stuff. As I get to the outside of Nemechek to get into 23rd here on this final lap. Just not pushing too hard, not being over aggressive. So I know there's no way we're getting stage points. I'm just trying to just get some positions here, so it's, when we spend less time on pit road, hopefully we cycle out to be the race leader here, as I plan on taking fuel only here right at the end of this stage. It looks like we'll end up 19th in stage number 2, as Chris Buescher will pick up the stage 2 win here in Michigan, his first stage win of the season. We end up P19 on strategy. It is Buescher, Blaney, Byron, the Killer Bees, 1, 2, 3, Reddick and Bell run out the top 5, then Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, Corey Heim, Justin Allgaier, and Connor Zilich round out your top 10 here at Michigan. So congrats to Chris Buescher on the stage win. So now we, of course, like I said, take fuel only on the pit stop, cycle out to be the race leader here for the first time all day long in this third and final stage of racing. The Detroit Lions car is leading out Michigan. You'll love to see it. So we lead our first official lap of the day, then into turn 1, that following lap, we just can't get to the bottom, and through goes Buescher and Tyler Reddick, as we just don't have the speed nor the handling or really the talent around Michigan to really hang in and be a top car to fight for this win. We've just been fighting for a top 10 spot all day long. So we crossed over Tyler Reddick, just trying to get whatever we can here on this restart. Plus, you can see my right rear is really starting to wear out, both the right sides, as I'm starting to drive harder and harder on those tires to maintain these positions. And our tire disadvantage really going to hurt us here as we go over this long run. And that just example right here is we get big slide out of turn 2, a little bit of contact with Corey Heim in the 67. Larson goes by. Now we get a big push from Blaney to maintain 4th. Trying to keep him and Heim behind us here as we head through turns 3 and 4. We get to the bottom. It's going to be Heim now coming to give us a big shot here through the middle of the corner. I'm trying to just take my normal line through the corner, and Heim is going to shove us all the way over to the wall at 67, slamming us into the wall, nearly taking us both out of the race. And I am heated at the 67 of Corey Heim after what he just pulled right there. I was just trying to run my line, take his push, and go through the corner to carry on forwards to get back after Blaney. Then all of a sudden, Heim just stuffs us in the fence. I mean, hard. Squeeze us in there. We got big damage to the right side of the race car, and we continue to struggle over the long run, just getting looser and looser, and we slide all the way down to 9th place now. In the ensuing lap, we're down to 10th, trying to get 9th back from Chase Elliott into turn 3 as the caution is going to come out. I couldn't find why, but the yellow comes out, so now we're going to have a restart. And there is about 9 laps left in this race. We restart here in 13th after getting the necessary repairs after Heim stuffed us in the fence, as well as 4 tires and fuel. So we get after it to the inside of Eric Jones. Now we start to put some work in on Justin Allgaier and Connor Zilich here to get back in the top 10 to try to keep our top 10 streak alive, to extend it to 15 races in a row to start the season. Don't forget, this is an in-season challenge qualifying race, so you want to finish good to have a good seed in that tournament as we go by the 20 of Bell. Now working the inside of Carson Hocevar in the 77. And now we are starting to see red as we see that Mobile 1 Toyota of Corey Heim right there in front of us. We send it to the inside, 4 wide for 4th place here at Michigan. We are putting it all on the line as it is Larson leading, Blaney, Buescher up here. We are 4, damn near 5 wide here. Now Hocevar gives us a big push at the wrong time. We're slamming into the wall sideways. We somehow save it, keep it off the wall, but a massive crash behind us, and the caution will wave. Here's a replay. We were 4 wide. I get sent. Byron slammed in the wall. Heim completely destroyed. Hocevar spins around. He collects Connor Zilich, who then collects the 40 of Allgaier. Christopher Bell gets involved. Allgaier gets a hard hit to the outside wall, and the big one strikes here at Michigan. Now 5 to go in the race on the restart. We stay out 3 wide middle with Ryan Blaney and Chris Buescher here as we work our way forwards now to try to get into position to win this race, but I don't think we just have the handling or the speed here as it's Larson and Buescher fighting for the win. Buescher has already zoomed on by the 5 of Larson. Now the 20 of Bell gets into the back of us, just moves us up the track just a little bit here as we're trying to hold him, Reddick, Byron, Zilich. It's an absolute melee back here for 3rd on back in these closing laps of the race. Everyone trying to get the best position possible and maximize their points on the day, but it looks like it could be Chris Buescher heading to victory lane for RFK Racing and Ford for the 2nd time this season. Of course, Buescher victorious at Phoenix. That was when he broke our 3-race winless streak then, and now we are 3 wide, splitting Reddick and Bell in the middle, now just 2 to go here in Michigan. I'm just trying to get a top 5 finish. I think we're in a pretty good spot to be able to get the top 10 streak alive, but you never know, as now we're 3 wide in the middle. We could be in big trouble now. There goes 1, 2, 3 positions down to 7th we go, and all of a sudden our top 10 streak could be on the ropes for our teammate Blaney, coming in clutch once again with the big push. Gets us 3 wide to the inside of Hocevar and C. Bell. We send it, get back into P5. as we go here through turns 3 and 4, and we managed to do the blocking perfectly. Now white flag in the air, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank here in Michigan for Chris Buescher, as he is looking to head to victory lane. I'm trying to just hang on to a top 5 finish here as we go through 1 and 2 of the final time. Blaney, a big push almost into the wall, and the caution's going to come out. Race is over because Cole Custer blows a tire on the final lap from 17th, and he will go crashing in the middle of the field, and that will end the race, and Chris Buescher wins at Michigan, his second win this season and the third win of the year for RFK Racing. Kyle Larson comes home second. Tyler Reddick, 3 straight top 3 finishes. Byron and myself run out the top 5, so our top 10 streak lives now at 15 races in a row. And then Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, Seabell, the rookie of Zilich with another top 10 effort, and Chase Elliott rounds out the top 10. A great effort from Justin Allgaier in Junior Motorsports, P11. Heim is able to salvage 15th. You see Hamlin down there. Not the finishes that Bowman or some of the front row cars were looking for at the bottom of the grid there after all their issues they had today. As I get ready to look at the updated playoff standings here in the NASCAR Cup Series, 11 races to go in the regular season until we begin the playoffs. It remains the Killer Bees in complete control. Myself, Byron, Buescher, and Briscoe accounting for 13 of the 15 wins so far this season. Then Larson, Hamlin, Blaney, Bell, Berry, Chastain, all pretty comfortable on points. Justin Haley just now 9 points above Logano for that final spot in the top 10 in the point standings. Briscoe, Reddick hold the 2 wildcard positions. Chase Elliott out by 18. Hocevar, Heim, SVG, Zilich right there on the outside looking in. Priest has that win, but he's 24 points behind Tyler Reddick for that second and final wildcard position. And then Zane Smith down there in 20th in the points. So, going to be interesting. NASCAR definitely take a look into some of the incidents we were involved in here today. So I'll let you know if there's any news about that in the next episode. But as the end of this episode, as always, I'm going to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much to JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate you guys' support. It means a ton to me. Helps this channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now, pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds. I would really, really appreciate it. If you want to get your shout out, you're at the end of the video and become a paid channel member. Link is in the description down below. Until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.